I was alone in my house on Elm Street, the darkness outside pressing against the windows like a physical force. The phone rang, shrill in the silence. I picked it up, expecting it to be my sister calling late, as usual. "Hello," I said, my voice a little too loud in the empty rooms. "Hello, Emily," a voice said back, low and smooth. My heart skipped a beat. "Who is this?" I demanded, but the voice just laughed, a cold, mirthless sound. I felt a chill run down my spine as I realized the voice sounded familiar. The line went dead. I stood there, phone still in my hand, wondering who it could have been. And then I heard my own voice whisper, "Hello," back to me, coming from downstairs. I froze. This story is not over. Part 2 drops next. Before I continue, if you have not seen Part 1, go watch it now. Trust me. Remember the voice on the phone that sounded familiar? I was trying to place it as I crept downstairs, phone still clutched in my hand. The living room was dark, the only light coming from the moon outside. I called out, "Hello? Is someone there?" The silence was oppressive. I fumbled for the light switch, and when the room flooded with light, I saw my sister's old phone on the coffee table. It was dead, its screen dark. I felt a shiver run down my spine. Whose voice was it that I heard? Suddenly, I remembered my sister's warning before she moved out. "Be careful with that phone, Emily. It's not what it seems." I stared at the phone, a growing sense of unease settling in. And then I noticed something that made my blood run cold. The story continues. Follow for Part 3. Before I continue, if you have not seen Part 2, go watch it now. Trust me. The phone on the coffee table was ringing, its screen glowing with an otherworldly light. I took a step back, my heart racing. The ringing stopped, and a message flashed on the screen. "Call log, 1 unread." I hesitated, then picked it up. The call log showed a single number, my own. The unread message was from that same number, sent at 9 p.m. The time on the phone read 9:02 p.m. I felt a cold sweat break out on my forehead. I hadn't made that call. As I stood there, frozen in terror, the lights in the room began to flicker. The phone rang again, and when I looked at the screen, it said, "Incoming call from downstairs." This story is not over. Part 4 drops next. If you are just joining, go back and watch Part 3 first. You need the full picture. The words "incoming call from downstairs" on the screen made my blood run cold. I knew I had to answer it, but my hand was shaking as I pressed the green button. "Hello?" I whispered, my voice barely audible. The voice on the other end was mine, or at least it sounded like me. It was whispering something, but I couldn't quite make out the words. The voice grew louder, more urgent, and I felt a presence closing in around me. Suddenly, the whispering stopped, and the line went dead. The lights flickered once more, and then the room plunged into darkness. I was trapped, surrounded by an oppressive silence. This story is not over. Part 5 drops next. Before I continue, if you have not seen Part 4, go watch it now. Trust me. Remember the darkness that surrounded me. I was standing there, frozen, when I heard my own voice whisper, "Good night, Emily," from right beside me. I spun around, but there was no one there. The phone in my hand was dead, its screen dark and cold. I fumbled my way to the door, desperate to escape the house. When I finally emerged into the night air, I felt a sense of relief wash over me. But as I looked back at the house, I saw something that made my heart stop. The phone on the coffee table, glowing with an otherworldly light, ringing once more. And I knew I was not alone. And that is the story that nobody was supposed to hear. Follow for more stories like this.